little princes and princesses, and welcome to a new household, the Frankenstein household. Here is the rundown of the Frankenstein challenge that I made, just so I can clear up any why did you include that questions or any other questions for that matter. I know this buyout has everyone, including myself, freaking out, so I'm just trying to enjoy this game as much as I can before everything goes downhill. I love The Sims. I hate what EA has done to it. With that out of the way, please like and subscribe, and let me start the rundown. So, the Frankenstein challenge. Rebuilding a life, since Victor built the monster from dead body parts. Main goals. Victor builds a servo and releases it. So, obviously, in The Sims, you can't make a new sim like Victor did with the monster, but you can make a robot. So, yeah, close enough. What I mean by releasing the servo, I mean just making it move out of the house and not really care where it goes out into the world. It's like what Victor did with the monster. He built it, and then the monster escaped without him knowing where the hell he went. Also, I never built servos, so this would be new to me. Victor reaches top of the science career. Victor always dedicated his life to science, so I want him to fulfill that goal. Also, I never played with the science career. I heard it's fun because it's one of those careers that you go to work with your sim. Monster finds a female companion. I want to give the monster what he wanted that Victor was too scared to complete. So get the monster out on the dating scene, whether it be a bar or on Cupid's Corner. For me, I'll use the latter, but more on that later. Monster and Victor are enemies. The monster hated Victor for making him the way that he is and then abandoning him, and Victor was always on the hunt for the monster to end him. That doesn't sound like they're the best of pals. Monster wins 3 fights. So, 3 fights for the 3 lives he ended. William's, Henry's, and Elizabeth's. Unless you have the extreme violence mod, you can't cap off another sim, so this will have to do. However, you're more than welcome to use that mod, especially if you want the monster to cap off Elizabeth like he did in the book. Bonus goals. Monster's female companion is similar to him. Like in the book, the monster wanted his female companion to be like him, whether in looks or personality. This is where I'm going to use Cupid's Corner. I've seen some pretty ugly sims on there that people made, and also the monster can choose the traits that he has as turn-ons. Monster maxes out the fitness and natural living skills. The monster is as strong as the mountain from Game of Thrones. The only difference in the strength is that the monster prefers strangulation, while the mountain prefers crushing skulls through the eye sockets. On a lighter note, the monster was always outside foraging for food to eat when he escaped the lab, so that's why I chose that. Plus, I haven't really played at the natural living skill. All Sims are soulmates with their respective partners. I feel that Victor and Elizabeth's relationship was pretty superficial. Yeah, they loved each other, but it was probably because Victor thought Elizabeth was beautiful and his mom told him that she will be his wife someday. So I want their relationship to have depth, and same with the monster and his female companions, since he longed for a connection and love from someone. At least one original sim completes their first aspiration. This is the usual for my challenges. If you see my Crime and Punishment and Moby Dick episodes, which I'll leave links to for their playlists, I fulfill aspiration milestones when I have nothing else to do, and I enjoy doing them. So, in my personal opinion, I think that's good enough. Now, here are the rules. Victor is only in the science career. Pretty self-explanatory. I mean, the man dedicated his life to the field, might as well do it in this game. Residential lots have the science layer trait. When you go into lot traits in build mode, choose the science layer trait. Victor was always working on his scientific endeavors at home or anywhere else. Houses have a science room only Victor can access. Victor kept those endeavors very secretive, so I'm making him have a room, preferably a basement, where he can find solitude and secrecy in his work. And then we have the usual 3 rules. Houses must be built on an empty lot, houses must not be split up at any time, and only use cheats to bypass bugs and glitches. Practice your building skills, keep the household together for a challenge, and only cheat if the game is not doing what you're telling it to do, just like I said in my Crime and Punishment and Moby Dick ones. So, that is my Frankenstein challenge. I think it's a bit shorter than the other ones, but it's not as involved as the Crime and Punishment one, and not as laid back as the Moby Dick one. Again, I know this buyout has everyone on edge, but I'm really trying my best to just stay calm since nothing has happened in terms of gameplay, and I'm not buying any new packs as a form of boycotting. I just want to enjoy the game that I have been playing for decades while I still can. Also, please do me a favor and control the ignorance population by supporting your local library. Thanks. Bye.